If I had never dropped out, I would have never dropped in on that calligraphy class, and personal computers might not have the wonderful typography that they do. Of course, it was impossible to connect the dots looking forward when I was in college, but it was very, very clear looking backwards 10 years later. Again, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. Because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart, even when it leads you off the well-worn path. And that will make all the difference.
You gotta act. And you've got to be willing to fail. You've got to be willing to crash and burn. You know, with people on the phone, with starting a company, with whatever. If you're afraid of failing, you won't get very far.
I'm motivated by fear. You know,
Fear of what?
Fear of fear. I hate being scared to do something, and I think what developed in my early days was the attitude that I started attacking things that I was scared of.
You look for any kind of messages that people may say or do to get you motivated to play the game of basketball at the highest level, because that is when I feel like I excel at my best. You know, and from that point forward, you know, I wanted to prove to you, Magic, Larry, George, everybody, that I deserve to be on this level as much as anybody else. And hopefully over the period of my career, I've done that, without a doubt.
There's so many people around that say, no, you will never make it because you have an accent, you know, your body is too big, and your name Schwarzen, Schnitzel or whatever, you know, who can pronounce that? But you know. It doesn't matter if anyone else knows, and if anyone else believes in it, but you know. And that you know that principle of visualizing yourself as a star will work, and all you have to do now is go towards that vision. And that hunger you have to develop, because you have to create a goal for yourself, whatever that may be, a short-term goal and a long-term goal, and you got to go after that. And if you do not see it, and if you do not believe it, who else will?
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Most of the people told me, Cristiano, you are a very, very good talent player, but you are very skinny, very slim. And I put it in my mind, the body we can improve. We can improve. You go to gym, dedication and hard work, we can improve. So I've improved myself. Basicamente é a palavra mais certa. Tirei proveito daquilo que eu sei fazer. Todas as pessoas que eu conheço, que vou conhecendo cada vez mais, há sempre um talento. Há sempre. Agora, se agarrarmos o nosso talento...
Primeiro tem que descobrir até.
Descobrir, exato, tem que descobrir.
Depois tirar proveito. E ter condições para tirar.
Também.
Há alguns.
Mas as condições também procuram-se. Mesmo na dificuldade, conseguimos buscar planos e métodos para conseguir ser ainda melhor. É sempre as desculpas das pessoas que é...
eu não tive a oportunidade.
Não tive a oportunidade e não temos aqui possibilidades para isto. Não, quando a gente quer, a gente consegue encontrar, seja onde for. Claro. Sorte dá muito trabalho. Dá muito trabalho. Mas obviamente...
É preciso às vezes esperar pela sorte.
Tive sorte, se calhar tive sorte. Tive sorte de ter uma oportunidade, mas da oportunidade que eu tive, também valorizei ao máximo e aproveitei. Mas sorte, obviamente, que é uma palavra importante na vida cotidiana de todas as pessoas, mas saber também aproveitar da sorte.
You know, it's very important to sort of move on, and I think also losses make you stronger. It's important to learn out of those mistakes, and then you become better and a better player. You work harder. You know, a light goes up in your head and you're like, you know what, I think I understand now what I need to improve. And for me, always harmony in the team has been very important, but then also people who can challenge me, you know, who can tell me, Roger, don't you think you should change this? We have an idea for you, a solution maybe to problems. And I'm very happy if they tell me that if they do see a problem or they think that I can still improve. It's important for me to actually hear criticism sometimes, you know, because I think that's what makes me a better player. And it questions, that means someone's questioning me who really cares about me. And I think that's really important in the business world as well. And you know, I think I've done actually quite well over the years, considering always having a team around me for the last 12 years. Decided I would like to stay there, so I worked extremely hard and tried to beat everybody and just have that mental determination and become just a different player actually. And I really enjoyed being at the top, and the pressure honestly didn't really cause any problems for me. Actually, they, I think, made me play better tennis, and that's why I'm actually thankful I had this wonderful experience.